Hey folks, my name is Anthony Joseph Ricciardelli. Just want to get something clear for the record. In the summer of 2022, I was experiencing very intense V2K, of course, to targeted individuals. You'll know that as voice to skull. It's where your consciousness or internal monologue is displaced from your mind and seems to come from like a window nearby. I believe it's caused by nanotech. But anyway, I was experiencing that very, very harsh, invasive way, and I wasn't quite sure what it was about. But I believe it was in mid-July, very hot day. I was living at 1853 Cornelia Street. I first started experiencing the V2K during coronavirus, but it had been getting really, really bad, and I was commanded by the V2K to walk about 6 blocks from my house to Gates Avenue and Fairview Avenue in Ridgewood. And I think the time was around 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock p.m. And I went outside. If you go to that location, there's a Verizon Access Center there, which is like where I guess where they have like a lot of the hardware they use for telephone lines and stuff for data. Anyway, so I was outside of there, and the V2K told me to get into a saluting position. And all of a sudden, what do you know? But a presidential motorcade with a bunch of cars came driving down Fairview Avenue, and I was commanded by the V2K to salute the President of the United States of America. And there were a bunch of support cars, and then like a black SUV with a little American flag. And the windows were up, but I don't think it was President Biden. I do believe it was President Trump, because to my knowledge, I know that he was originally raised in Jamaica Estates, which is like I think like a 15 or 20 minute drive past Ridgewood on Fairview Avenue. So that black SUV with the tinted windows rolled up drove on by, and I saluted it like this. Even though I've never been in the armed forces or anything like that, I do have a cousin who did important work for the Office of Naval Intelligence, ONI. But I've never been in the armed forces. And yeah, I was commanded to salute the President of the United States of America. And after that, I stood there for about like 10 minutes. After that, I went back to my home of 1853 Cornelia Street, apartment 2R. So yeah, again, my name is Anthony Joseph Ricciardelli. Oh, and later on in 2023, I filed an NSA Freedom of Information Act. Actually, it might have been the end of 2022. I can't quite recall. But I filed an NSA Freedom of Information Act, a FOIA request, and I got a response, pardon me, after some back and forth with them. And the reply I got was a GLOMAR response, which is really weird because I don't know why I get a GLOMAR response. And of course, the GLOMAR response is that they can neither confirm nor deny that they have any information about me. So I have no idea why that would be. I did a little bit more research on it, and they said like, oh, if you like have something to do with like national defense or has something to do with national security, then you could potentially get a GLOMAR response. But I've been a waiter my whole life. I have no idea why that happened. But yeah, I've been a targeted individual like basically all my life, but with incredible intensity since coronavirus, and have had so much voice to skull and so much mind control and engineered situations and so many attempts on my life. It's been a really horrible experience. And I am very confident that Donald Trump and the Aryan Nation have a whole lot to do with it. So again, my name is Anthony Joseph Ricciardelli. You can reach me anytime by emailing me at dinoistheanswer@gmail.com. Or you can call me up 646-492-9587. And I'm reporting from the Bronx, New York. This is my very true story. Every word I said is true. Please feel free to ask me. I'm 39 years old, born and raised in New York City. And that's it. Thanks very much for listening.